Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. What I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of the club. That pisses them off.
Rapper, actor, owner of the Big Three, and entrepreneur Ice Cube, if one recalls.
Rapper and actor Ice Cube is facing backlash after one of Trump's senior advisors revealed he is working with the administration.
It was huge news that Cube's team, with what came off as a cozy relationship with Donald Trump's campaign, met multiple times prior to the 2020 election.
Ever since I put out the contract with Black America, you know they've been with me.
In regards to this,
President Trump's son-in-law and top advisor Jared Kushner met with him for 3 hours.
We call it the Platinum Plan.
It has been a busy 24 hours for Ice Cube since Republicans supporting Trump sent this tweet out yesterday. This went out from Deontay Johnson. So Ice Cube has officially given the Trump campaign permission to reveal that he has been helping us develop President Trump's groundbreaking Black Trump platform, the Platinum Plan.
Deontay Johnson, seen here as a board member of an organization who recruits black people for the Trump campaign. He has called the impeachments against Donald Trump persecution.
Katrina Pearson, he was also had this here. Shout out to Ice Cube for his willingness to step up and work with Donald Trump administration to help develop the Platinum Plan.
I think Mr. Trump did a fantastic job.
Pearson, pictured here as a Tea Party activist and national spokesperson for the Trump campaign. With Cube's contract with Black America, Roland Martin asked one simple question.
Well, with your contract, it lists these 13 different points here. And again, in their plan, what do you see in the Platinum Plan they released that mentions that mirrors anything that's in yours?
You got, if I'm looking at it, agreeing to direct VC money to black investment companies up to $40 billion.
See, a lot of people have been talking about this $500 billion. That's not going to black people. In fact, that's just actually the infrastructure funding program.
There wasn't much of an answer. Michael Harriot, the legend himself, weighed in at the time, calling out Trump's policies. Some showed the double standard of Cube, calling on black folks to sit out the election while he also worked behind the scenes with the Trump campaign.
I've been working with, on the Big Three for a long time, and you know how they've been with me with that. The NBA with us. Now, a lot of people might say, like, well, but Cube, you want to work with the NBA. Really, I don't give about working with the NBA. What I want them to do when I say work with us is to stop working against us. Stop doing that bullshit behind the scenes that we know you're doing.
Now he has another target.
What I'm going to do is go on a Gatekeepers podcast tour, and I'm gonna go talk to everybody, and get a chance to get my message out to the people. It's gonna be a crazy summer. It's gonna be fun.
Some of the folks who really liked Cube's recent video were Cassandra McDonald of Tim Pool's network and Tristan Tate, one half of the Tate brothers. There was also this guy mentioning proud anti-Semite and white supremacist Nick Fuentes. This is the crowd Cube is attracting. Even Benny Johnson, the conspiracy theorist for profit with Charlie Kirk's Turning Point USA, featured it.
We thought we would get a lot more love from the overall sports media community. We got Hall of Famers as our coaches. And so to really virtually ignore a league that's this great, that's this dope in the summer, where there's nothing else as far as hoops. I know NBA got their summer league. I just think it's really, it comes down to Adam Silver. I just don't think he really digs what we're doing.
Cube is calling out the NBA to try and stir up emotions from their fans, but also, as the saying goes, to punch up.
Well, he mentioned Silver. Like, what happened with Adam Silver?
They view us as competitive, so they don't view us as additive or complementary.
Karan J. Phillips, whose work we have featured on this very medium called BS. I've never seen someone take and miss so many awful and terrible shots from outside of their range as Cube has since about 2016-17. It's been nothing but woefully short air balls that die at the free throw line from a dude that's shooting as if he's Dame Lillard. What he's doing is blaming the lack of synergy from his organization to the NBA because of his contract with Black America. Something he likely does not want you to know is Jeff Quadanetz, co-founder of the Big Three, ran a management company called The Firm. And the firm's CFO was a person familiar to many, Steve Bannon. Quadanetz's former rock bandmate is a guy named Ken Kurson. Kurson, once upon a time, worked directly under Jared Kushner. Lo and behold, Kurson, the former editor of the paper Kushner owned, the New York Observer, was charged with unlawfully spying on his former wife. He pled guilty to a pair of misdemeanors. This came after he was pardoned by Donald Trump the final hours of his presidency, which Rudy Giuliani claimed they were essentially selling pardons. Quadanetz would say of Bannon, Steve is a great character. He's not a racist or anti-Semitic. It is absurd. I am Jewish. Roy Furman was Jewish. Andrew Breitbart was Jewish. He is not anti-Semitic. There were also reports of former Qatar government officials investing in the Big Three, then being sued for alleged bribery. Quadanetz accused Ahmed al-Rumehi of using them to get to Bannon and Michael Flynn.